Hey, we hope you're having a great week. Every Sunday we come together for Inside Out, and every week you go back to the places that you live your life. And we want to take some time once a week to remind you of what we talked about and help you take it just a step further. We're in the middle of this series called The Fight. And this Sunday we talked about sex and dating, and that's a fight worth fighting, that having a healthy understanding of sex and dating is worth it. And I know it's difficult and it's challenging because there's a lot of lies out there, but one of the things we talked about was my dating story growing up, that I tried and tried to get girls to like me so that I would feel good about myself, and I kept failing until finally I had a season of success. And it felt like, oh, finally I'm worth it, I matter, somebody cares about me, until I got my heart broken. And it was then that I began to realize that if my opinions about myself, if my value is based on what other people think about me, then my value is going to change when their thoughts change. And I wondered if that was the way it should work. And I don't think it is. And I think a lot of you are probably in my shoes, where you're hoping that someone else will give you value, that having a boyfriend or a girlfriend or being intimate with somebody or doing things together sexually is going to make you feel like you're worth it. And I just want you to know that I don't think that's going to work. And nobody's mad at you for trying. We've all probably tried it. But I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it was just God designed sex and dating that way. And one of the things I want you to consider is, why is it, you think, why is it that you so desperately want somebody? Why is it that you feel so in need of having another person? Could it be that it's because you are empty, or you do have a question of your own value? And if you do, would you be willing to chase another source for the answer besides another person? See, I think that if you need somebody, you're really not ready for somebody. You've got to get to a place that you're okay with you just the way you are. And I believe God can get you there. And I believe He says some things about you and your identity and your value and your worth that you need to read. You need to hear about it. You need to let it sink into your heart, because you don't need another person. You need to know who you are. And when you do know who you are, you will date better. So I want you to take a look at this video that I found on YouTube. It's just a video that talks about where your value and your worth comes from. I want you to check it out, and I want you to spend some time reading some of the places that it talks about, and I want you to realize that your Heavenly Father has worth for you in spite of what someone else may or may not think. Y'all have a great week.